serious games is kind of a strange term, right? You have serious and you have games. What does that really mean? It seems like an oxymoron. But the term serious games has developed because people wanted to make a distinction between games for entertainment and fun and enjoyment and games that had a serious outcome, an outcome such as giving a social message or a marketing message, or in our case, a learning message. Serious game from a learning perspective is a game that allows people to learn. So a lot of people think that the term serious games originated in 2000 with the around 2000 with the Serious Games Initiative, Ben Sawyer and David Rajewski. But that's not the case at all. If we go back in time to the 1970s, a gentleman named Clarke C actually created a book called Serious Games, actually published in 1970. The interesting thing I think about this is the book is about serious games, and most people don't think about serious games in the 70s, and the book only cost $1.95, so a great price for the book. But when you think about serious games, you can go back even further in history. In the 1700s, there was actually something called Kriegspiel, which is German for war games. And these folks actually created a board game, and it was thought to be one of the first instances of a serious game where they created a board game and you actually had units on each side, and it was used to train soldiers strategies of warfare. So if that's not a serious game, I don't know what is, teaching people how to fight and how to battle. So serious games have a long, rich history. In fact, some researchers think that serious games actually go back further than even the 1700s. So serious games have a long history, but let's move up in time to the 1980s, where we had kind of, I think, the breakthrough of two really popular serious games. One was Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Very serious game teaching geography. And the other was the Oregon Trail. The Oregon Trail was the game about crossing the United States from one side to the other, where you could learn history as you went through that process. A serious game that allowed people to understand how the process worked. So serious games have been used for a long time. Serious games have been used in schools, but now it's time to rethink why we want to use serious games. Our educational system is typically, and even in organizations, companies and businesses, is around the model of linear learning, an industrial model. But games can give us non-linear experiences. We don't always have to go in order. We can think about strategy differently. We can think about elements differently. We have the freedom to fail. All of those things are really benefits of serious games. There are a lot more benefits of serious games, and they can really help an organization and an individual learn, grow, and become better. So I encourage you to think about the use of serious games and take seriously serious games, because they lead to serious learning.